Welcome to the channel, everyone. Model Car Guy Rich here. Hope you're all having a great day. Today I've got an unboxing of a 1971 Ford F250 Custom 4x4 by Moebius. It's kit number 2567. Here are the shots from around the box. This one here feels like it's loaded with a bunch of goodies. I got a feeling it's going to take a little while, so sit back and relax. I hope you enjoy this one. This kit was released in 2024. So let me grab the scissors here. Let's sit you there. Well, let me grab the X-Acto knife first, our hobby knife. We'll go ahead and get this one right opened up. Come on. That's fun. There we go. Yeah, this is my first time with this particular kit. I got a feeling it's going to be similar to the other 4x4 that I did a while back. Alrighty. Yeah, this one's packed, guys. It's going to be a minute. I apologize in advance for the length of this video. So right on top, we have a couple of chrome trees in there with some foil. What do you call that? What is that called? The paper in between it. It's not foil. Tissue paper. There's the word I was looking for. Yeah, late at night, guys. It's almost midnight. So here we go. We have the rear bumper and the front bumper, it looks like, in chrome. Some mirrors, taillight bezels, side emblem, doohickeys there, whatever they are. Oh, actually, they're not the emblems, they're the lights that go up on the hood right there. That's what those are. We have to paint the edge of those. Got some valve covers. Looks like it's going to have a 390 in it, engine. Some more mirror options, very nice. So that's 3 different types of mirrors. And windshield wipers. And this is the chrome piece that goes along the front lip of the hood. Alright. Oh, look there. This is a bonus piece on the middle there. I didn't even know it. That's very cool. This is the side moldings in chrome, which would be this piece right here along the bed and the cab and everything. That's very cool. And we have some pretty neat looking wheels. I guess they're the same ones that are on the box. Maybe I'll just leave that box right there. We have 5 wheels, so that one there most likely will be the spare wheel. It gets tucked up underneath. And some beauty rings or inner rings. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like they're inner rings. So that'll all go right there. Next we have the glass. As you know, I keep the glass in the bag until it comes time to build it. Rear tail lights there, windshield, back glass, some lights, headlights, little vent windows, and a little circle. I believe that's for a flashing light you'd put on the roof, emergency light. Next we have a bag of wheels, or tires. Let's see here. Oh, we have 5 tires. It's very cool. Rubber, very nice. No label on them. Very nice tread. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Very nice tread on those. Those are definitely sharp. So 5 of those. And we have the cab. It's very similar to the other pickup truck I was just talking about earlier. I'm sure I'll put a little picture up in there. But it's basically the same kit without the snowplow, I'm assuming. Or the original first Ford pickup 250 that I built on the channel, which was a couple years ago now. That's basically what this one is, I think. So there it is, decent. Moebius always does a nice job of the thickness of their plastic. Body lines look good. Nice. Very minimal cleanup and touch up on this one. A little bit of flashing right there, and that's it. Very cool. Okay. In the next bag of parts, excuse me, we have the heads of the engine, steering wheel, air cleaner, ignition coil, distributor. I can't remember what that is. Could be 162. It might be the starter. Alright, and then on this side we have the timing chain cover and fuel filter there. Next we have the fan, 5-bladed fan right there. Fan belts and pulleys, intake manifold, and the engine halves right there. That means we're going to have a separate transmission. I always like that. Then we have a full exhaust here with the Y pipe leading back to a muffler and to the crossover pipe, tailpipe, water pump, carburetor, distributor again. So that one might not be a distributor. It might be a filter. That might be an oil filter there, guys. So I messed that up. Sorry. Here we have coolant hose, filler cap for the oil on top of the valve cover, one of them. Exhaust manifolds, another coolant hose here, the other exhaust manifold, oil pan, another coolant hose. There's the alternator right there. Okay. That was basically all engine stuff in that one, except for the steering wheel and air cleaner. Well, that's engine. Here is another part of, another bag of, it's molded in kind of a, I don't know, maybe a tan color. I don't know how it's showing up on camera, but it's molded in kind of a tan. Brake booster and master cylinder halves, fuel pedal, parking brake, clutch, service brake, all of that. Battery, sun visors, inner wheel pieces, the jack, there you go, a windshield washer bottle. I believe these two little pieces are horns. Don't know if you can see that real good. And then suspension pieces there for the linkage, for the steering linkage, tie rods, that kind of thing. Shock absorbers, inner piece of the tailgate, which goes, I guess it goes that way, inside in the bed. That's the back of the tailgate, the inner piece. This here is the hood latch and top part of the inner engine compartment. And this here is the firewall. Very minimal detail, but decent. And here we have a really nice looking dashboard with that big old speedometer there, a few knobs, radio, glove box, that kind of stuff. No texture on the top of the dash. This is the front of the box, the bed, steering linkage, sway bar. This is the spare tire holder and steering column. Oh wow, and we have some more chrome pieces, guys. Wow. That really surprised me. Oh, very cool. Look at there, we have a chrome Ford badging for the tailgate. That's pretty neat. That's different. I don't remember seeing that on the other kit. And then the front grille with the headlight buckets. That's very nice. Next we have the little lights that go on the roof of the cab. Right up there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and that's what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the kit. It looks like a sixth one may have been available at one time, but they didn't put it in this one. Here are those badges again that say Ford on them right there. Excuse me. And then here's Here's some more that say Ford on them. Interesting. So again, that's this spot up here, I believe. I can't really tell. It's really tiny, the writing. I can't really make out what it says. And then we have another set of valve covers. Interesting, a different style. That's interesting. The other ones are like a 390 engine style valve cover, and this one is shorter. I don't know what size engine that would be. Maybe the 360. I'm not positive on that. Some dog dish hubcaps. Some more badging. Interior rear view mirror. Little pieces for detail along the box, maybe? I'm not positive on those either, guys. Interesting, though. I mean, here's our door handles. Little fuel cap, filler cap there, gas cap, whatever you want to call that. Alrighty, go ahead and put that one away. Put it over with the other ones. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a quick second here to pause. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so the next package, tan parts. We have the cab floor, interior part. Oh, goes this way. Alrighty, and then the interior back of the back seat. Not the back seat, but the back of the seat. It's a bench seat, I believe. Yep, there it is. There's the bench seat. Pretty nice looking detail. Interior door panels are decent. Very simple, but still pretty neat. And then the hood. And of course, we got a big old chunk of sprue got to come off there. And that little chrome piece goes along the lip there. So when it closes, it gives it the upper grill section look to it. You see when they, of course it won't fit flush now because of that piece of sprue, but it'll fit in that little gap right there. Alrighty, we got a little one here. Let's see what that is. Rear bumper, radiator with the fan shroud on it. I forget what these little deals are here. I'm not sure. Part 64. I'll try and remember to look that up. 64 and 65. Your steering wheel needs a little bit of flashing trimmed off of it. No big deal. And steering linkage, tie rod ends in that. Here is the bar for the interior of the cab. Can you see the box still? Yeah. It's the part right here, the roll bar that has the lights on top of it. You see those there. They have it blacked out on there. It's kind of a sharp look. I may do that myself. Here's the back of the tailgate. Almost said tail light. The tailgate has got Ford embossed on it. And we have one wheel, which I think is the spare tire wheel. Not positive on that. And another rear spare tire holder. Interesting. And I've always liked this thing here. This is the piece that you glue your pedals to. Your parking brake, service brake, gas pedal, that kind of stuff. If you have a manual shift, if you have the automatic, then you use this one, and it only has 3 spaces in it. I thought that was pretty cool. It really helps when you're putting your pedals in. I really like that design that they did with those. That's pretty cool. Okay, we have 3 more bags, counting this one, of molded in tan or whatever this color is. Taupe, I guess we'll say. Alright, we have some more valve covers. These look like the 390 valve covers that you could paint. Cross member there, another intake manifold, 2 different air cleaners. This is the bottom of this one. Some coolant hoses for your heater box, that kind of stuff. Some hood hinges. Some more little lines here. Another oil filler thing for the top of one of your valve covers right here. They go in those holes there. Not sure what that little pump looking thing is right there. There's a windshield washer or radiator bag. A couple horns and a master cylinder for your brakes. And now we have the transmission halves, very cool, and the transfer case halves. Another oil pan, a couple of shifters, shock absorbers, miscellaneous linkage and things. The front, I can't think of the name of them, but they go in the front for the suspension. Oh, another air cleaner. Steering gearbox and the steering shaft. Insert for the engine compartment. Another little linkage there. Finally, we have another linkage there. And the frame. Very nice looking frame. Glad we don't have to put that together separately like when you're doing the big trucks, semis in it. And rear axle halves, front axle halves, leaf springs, set of drive shafts. Very cool. That was that one. Got one more here. I see more leaf springs. Oh, you know what? This can be built, obviously, as a 4-wheel drive vehicle or a 2-wheel drive vehicle. That's why there's multiple leaf springs. I'd forgotten about that. And then there's 2 drive shafts right there. That's interesting. And this is a front bumper with a space for a winch. Very cool. And there's the winch right there. That's very neat. Hadn't seen that in a long time. Some different types of shock absorbers. Little front push bar thingy, kind of like on the General Lee, you know, one of those deals, little push bar. That's very cool. Another full exhaust with all kinds of sprue tree pieces sticking off of it. That's funny. Be good for the parts bin. And then look at there, we have a rack for these things. Yeah, heaven forbid we can't mention what they are, but you know what they are, guys. And then that's where you'd mount them in the interior of the vehicle. And these bars are for the back of that other bar that had the lights on it. They give more support. Alrighty. And the last bag of parts. We have, it looks like the parts of the bed. Yep, that's what they are. This is the floor of the bed. Okay, the bottom and the top of that. These are the inner parts of your fenders for the back. And these are the outers. Very nice looking. Nice detail. Just dress them up a little bit. Got a little bit of flashing on them. No big deal. And then these are the inner wheels of the bed. These are the ones that would set in there. You know, you give you your wheel hump there. Alrighty, so that's it for parts. Let's see what we have right here. Alright, that box is empty. We have, I'll do the decals, guys, while I try to remember what that part was. 64 and 65. The one that I couldn't figure out what it was yet. Let's see what we have for decals. Oh, beautiful. Look at that, guys. That is really sharp. I don't know where on the vehicle it would go. Oh, I really like that. Love it. Love it. Alright. Some plaid for the seating. That's very cool. And the sun visors. That's funny. I think that's what that is. It might be the fronts of the seats, but that's really cool. I like that. There's a dashboard decal there. Some miscellaneous things for the interior of the engine compartment. Some license plates, Montana and Texas. American flags, Ford Royal ovals there. Not Royal ovals, the Ford oval. Blue oval, that's what it is. Yeah. Alrighty, so here we have, oh man, look at this, guys. I really like this. I'm going to pick you up for this. This is the Ford 1971 Ford truck paint colors. How sweet is that? Love it. Now I think the other ones had this also. It's been a little while since I built them, so I don't remember for sure. But those are really cool. Oh, and we have something here too. Alright. Oh, it's not the sun visor. Look at that. It's the rear panel for the doors. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. There's your dash decal, a couple under the hood things. Even some shock absorber decals. Very cool. Very nice. I like it. Alright. That was cool. And here, guys, is the instructions booklet. Oh, it's a big one. 1971 Ford Custom. Let's see what we got here. Well, I'm going to have to put you down again because I don't know how this thing opens. Let's tilt you just a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's like a map. Alright, well, we'll have to figure out how to read that without getting all tongue-tied. Alright, here we go. Yeah, the first thing we're going to put together is our axles assemblies. That's interesting. Alright, transfer case, rear axle, front axle. Putting springs on, depending on which way you're going to build it. The four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive. Definitely got to go four-wheel drive with that one. That just looks awesome. But that's me. Here they're talking about, I remember this now from the previous builds, you want to make sure you weave the exhaust system in and out of the frame before you put the rear axle in, I believe it is, so that it doesn't get interfered with, because once you get the axle in, it's very hard or difficult to kind of run the full length exhaust through where it's supposed to land. But it's okay. Just take your time, we'll figure it out. I don't know what that 452 is right there. Spare tire mount. Oh. Into the back of the spare wheel. Interesting. Okay. Not really sure how that works. I don't remember using that on the other builds, but we'll figure it out when the build time comes. Here we have the engine going together. Excellent. Oil pan, bell housing. Oh, very nice. Nice detail. I really like these Moebius kits. Alright, so we're going 3E. Let's see what we get on this side now. 3F. Excellent. Excellent. Here's 3F. Putting their engine together. You got all kinds of air cleaner options. You can build your engine two different ways, it looks like. Putting that on. Little horns. Putting their interior together. Very cool. The lights. Now, remember, guys, I don't know if I mentioned it. If the time comes for you to build this and you want to put these lights on the roof, go underneath. I don't know if you can pick it up in the light. Not the little nibs are sticking up, but there's little spaces. I'm sorry, the light's not picking it up very well, but there are little holes. There they are. There's 5 of them holes going across. You definitely want to drill those out. If you're going to use the lights for the roof, drill those out before you paint. It just makes it so much easier. Then you can sand down the little bumps in that and make it look really clean. You know, there's a couple of spots that need pre-drilling. Sometimes they tell you about it, sometimes they don't. open the blind holes underneath the roof of the cab, so at least they tell you, but you may have already painted it already, so heads up if you like. I would do it that way, but you do you know. Let's see here. Windshield washer, jack, radiator. Okay, nice. Hood badging, that's what they call that one. Again, I'm looking for 64 and 65. Okay. And up here, doing that, there's the placement of the pedals. Hey, they call it emergency brake pedal. We know it's a parking brake, but whatever. It can be used in an emergency also. Brake and your clutch, your accelerator pedal, they mount to that thing, and then it goes up underneath and fits real nicely underneath the dashboard. I'm very impressed with that. Some shifter levers. Now, putting the cab into, or the interior into the cab can be difficult at times. Take your time, and it'll fit right up in there usually. The only issue sometimes is if your windshield isn't placed properly, it interferes with the front of the dashboard, so kind of take care in putting your windshield in, make sure it's flush on the bottom, and then it pops right in. Here are those inner fender walls. Okay, they go like that and set onto the bed. Putting our chrome pieces on, the side trim, whatever they want to call it. Push bar, that's what that's called, a push bar. You can put that on, or you can go with the steel bumper with the winch in the front. I think that's the way to go on this particular kit. They're putting the roll bar in. Oh, okay. So the optional spare tire assembly goes in the bed. That's why I didn't remember it, because I mounted mine on the bottom underneath the cab. But that's another way to do it. Okay. Well, that's it. That is it, guys. This is the last step. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So I didn't see 64 or 65. Might not be part of this kit. And that's okay. I don't mind. So now I have to figure out how to fold this. I'll do that off camera. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It goes this way. It's like a map. This one goes this way. That goes there. There we go. So alrighty, folks, sorry about the long video. I hope you all enjoyed that one. I thank you all so much for stopping by. Please be sure to check out the other videos if you find something that interests you. And I will see you guys on the next one. I thank you, everyone. Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.